Hey, it is me, the talking slosh. Not slosh, no sloth. Back for pit 3 of what Naruto heard. Ten Shadows / was Megumi's reincarnation and neglected. A bit mix of it all. Last I remember leaving off, last I could hear, leaving off, Naruto left Haku viciously scared by his prediction that Haku is Zabuza's sidekick hunting in whatever, thing. And he summoned a demon dog to track her. So later that night, when the demon dog tracks, all the way back, Naruto's following it all the way through. Like, nobody cares that he's gone. Nobody gives a shit, because they don't care about him. But, Naruto suggests that, he gets there, and it's probably just some cave or something like that, and he just busts in as good as they probably use like a rock to cover it, because they're not stone jutsus, earth jutsus, sorry, not all of them are stone, but you know what I mean. So they probably use like a stone jutsu to cover it, and Demon Dog's like, well, it can't speak obviously, but like nudges at the wall like, this is a jutsu. So, never mind, they don't use an earth jutsu to seal themselves, so it was just be a genjutsu, because if it was an earth jutsu, they would run out of air. Unless they ventilated a cave, but I doubt they did that, so yeah, they just use a genjutsu. Anyway, Naruto just walks through the genjutsu illusion, to just see Haku pounding up some herbs to turn into medicine, yada yada. Medicine people do that thing. Make medicine now. Anyway, and like Haku, and Zabuza is on the floor, like his back's fried and like stuff like that. He's absolutely torn to shreds by Nue. If you remember what happened, obviously, but you shouldn't skip to part 3, shouldn't skip to part 3. Anyway, cause I know some people who do that, it's like, but just watch the whole series. And just like, no, I want to get to Land of Waves, that sort of thing. And I'm just like, okay. Anyway, Zabuza's absolutely fucking torn up. Like, probably more than he would be when he's fighting Kakashi. And, actually, would they hear him? Because, like, he's a stealthy boy. He's a very stealthy boy. Shadows, quiet, shadows aren't really known for making noises. Well, yeah, it would be kind of creepy if a shadow made a noise. You know what I mean, though? Like, he's as quiet as a shadow. I can't remember, can he, like, teleport using, just, like, between shadows, using his shadow dimension thing? I can't remember, but I doubt I don't know if he can, so I'm gonna say he can't. But anyway, after a while, Naruto makes his own appearance known to the two, and Naruto speaks with, first, Haku was all the way just fucking, like, ice and bonds, straight out, like, they got, like, a horde of them, like, surrounding his back, and, like, Naruto's just sitting there like, no, I'm here to talk. I have a kind of Pepsi Max if you just hear me shipping. Pun. So, he talks, with Zabuza and Haku, and, he's like, so, what you're doing for this Gato guy, insanely corrupt, might I add to you, but, I'll forgive transgressions if you drop the contract with him. And Zabuza was like, alright, Gaki, that was probably your best. You can't stand round two. And Naruto just raises an eyebrow like, that was one of 10 specific creatures I could summon. Most of them are way stronger than that. And Zabuza and Haku pale. Zabuza comes back and fucking Maharaga. Yeah. So what happens is pardon, sorry. Yeah, so and Naruto's like, look, I need a place to go, because I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Konoha treats me like shit. By that I mean, like, they totally ignore me. I am essentially the forgotten child of the Hokage, as you may say. And, the two fairly perturbed by this information. Perturbed. Naruto's like, yeah, my father, mother, and siblings also, they acknowledge me, but they are kinda dicks to me. So, I've heard you've got contacts in the Kiri Rebellion? Just saying. And obviously Haku and Zabuza, got the implications. It's like, we can't save you from rebellion, like, at Hunternins if you go into the rebellion. But then Naruto's like, you don't get it, do you? If the rebellion wins, and the leader, May, I believe, becomes new Mizukage, then, well, if I just join that village, I don't think I'll be a missing nin anymore. I'm just saying. Isabella's is like, I'm out here to collect money for the rebellion. That's why I'm even doing this mission, right? And Naruto's just like, you don't need money if you win when I get there. Because you don't get it. Because like, he then goes on to explain the 10 shadows essentially to them. And they're like, shit, this kid could probably beat Yagura. Yagura, whatever. And then he's like, okay, brat, like your guts. I think we got a deal. No, so yeah, that happens, and Naruto's just like, okay, so you don't fight you just don't show up, but, well, you do show up, but you show up pretty late compared to your schedule, because Gato, I know, knowing this type of person, will betray you. I'm not exactly sure why, probably just for money, sleazy businessmen do sleazy businessman things. It's probably just for money, because I'm sorry, but an A-rank nin is pretty expensive. So, yeah, he's probably gonna come, not in that way, and, with his, goons, and, you know, just always defend when you're fighting. Well, show up late and then defend until, cause your sword is pretty goddamn fucking hefty. You can block a lot of shit, and your Hayuten, if you have Hayuten, then you can probably use what's it called? Demonic ice mirrors. And Marco's just like, how the fuck did he know I could use that? Actually, because Tiger Funeral or whatever, the Tiger one that hasn't been drawn yet, or hasn't even been seen yet, just because, tigers, white tiger, that sort of thing, I'm gonna say its special ability is ice release, so that's why Naruto would know about Hayuten, demonic ice mirrors. Because I would say Naruto, for these special abilities that have Kekkei Genkai, Jutsu Kekkei Genkai with them, then they would probably know. They would probably Naruto would have to know the jutsus, even if he can't use them himself. Yeah, he has to know the jutsus. Anyway, quick break. What happens after this? It essentially goes the same, and Inari has the whole burst out, and Naruto goes to comfort him, and he's like, kid, you can't just whine at every single chance you get, because the world's unfair. The world is unfair. You should just take that as a fact. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's something you should move past and make that unfairness a strategy. Make the unfairness work in your favor, like how, let's just say, Gato has in his favor. So, I'm saying, kid, don't give up, and people have had it way worse than you have. Don't go saying we don't know pain. Shit. I realized my window's open. Shit, sorry for pause there. I forgot my window was open and I'm on the motherfucking bottom floor. So people could probably hear me that entire time. Anyway, I was like, don't go acting like people have had it worse than you just because they're in a different predicament from you. These ninja villages aren't cushy, they aren't good. Maybe for the civilians living inside of them, but then for the ninjas, it's absolute fucking hell. Unless you're one of those, fucking Nepo babies who just ride off of, he doesn't actually say Nepo babies, unless you're one of those people who just ride off your parents' success, but even then, your parents had to have a tough time. So, kid, I'm not saying you can eventually one day be God, or if you have a strong enough will. No, that's not how this world works. But for your average mega tyrant like Gato, know your limits, but if it comes to another human being who is not a mass serial killer, then just try and stand up. Try and fight. So, Naruto leaves him with that nugget of wisdom. With a little bit of rant at the end, because, I don't really know a good speech sort of thing. Anyway, Naruto, everything goes essentially the same. Except, Naruto's smart. It would leave the demon dogs. Probably just actually one of the demon dogs is probably enough to deal with the goons to in a sense towards for Inari and Tsunami and stuff like that. Um, oh yeah. So he leaves because he wakes up. Obviously, he's not. Well, let's just say it probably like Menma sleeps in because he's essentially he's as dumb as he's not as dumb, but he's around the same maturity level as Naruto was in first timeline. For first timeline, like this is divergent timelines. So the next timeline, I'm joking, obviously. Anyway, what happens is Naruto, meets. Well, not meet. Well, yeah, would eventually meet Zabuza. I still don't know how to fucking say his name. Say Zabuza. I'm just gonna say Zabuza. Would meet Zabuza eventually, but then and then they would clash and things like that just to get, because like Naruto will like wink and Zabuza was like and then Gato would come in clapping, saying, because he heard commotion, he's like, I thought I hired the demon of the mist, but it actually looks like I hired some demonic puppy, because this kid, it's a child. You cannot kill a child. I thought I hired some A-rank missing nin, but I think I just hired a normal civilian, to be honest. So I'm going to have to cut your pay and your neck. So the music, but like all these goons, like a good 100 or 1,000 goons maybe appear just apparate, but like move through the fog, and Zabuza is like, well, he probably could, but it was like, we could probably take him on, but whilst we're fighting amongst ourselves, we cannot. We both have a common enemy in Gato right now, so he like inclines his head like so, and Shin's just like, fine. Shin's probably just like, Naruto, did you put them up to this? And Naruto's like, no, I don't know. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue. Like rolling his eyes, looking essentially anywhere else. She's a fucking brat. She would never call her actual bratty children brats. She would only call the actually kind of nice child a brat. Like oh yeah, they cleave through the 1,000 shinobi, because it's essentially two Chunin. It's two Chunin, two. And two high Jonin and one medium Jonin. Because Kushina's probably slacking. She's the medium Jonin, by the way. Obviously Haku's there, but Haku's very singular target, so I think you would just sort of sit this out. But yeah, they got it. They got it. I'm fine. They got it. So anyway, they obviously easily kill everyone there, and then I'm just gonna say Naruto, someone's like, Orochi, not you know, when I said it unlocks its special ability, it turns into like a Manda-sized Orochi. It's just like it's a big Orochi, but it's not an absolutely massive, you know, it's not that big. And like it like comes out the shadow. Well, it like shoots up out of Naruto's shadow and then collapses down and like has its jaws wide open, sweeping through the entire army. And it's essentially like when someone lays a bunch of dice on a table and then uses a cup to just go and sweeps them all up. It's essentially what he does. Anyway, yeah. So after that's all finished, got a really stuffy nose. I don't know why, so if you just hear random pauses from me, that's just because I've got a really stuffy nose. So yeah, what happens right now? I mean, after this, is that is abuser Haku, you know they all just like everything is just like, well, with your boss dead, you're technically not our enemy. And Zabu's is like, yeah, I guess not. But, you know, I've seen quite a, because they're gonna, just, I've seen quite a lot of talent out of your brat. And he's like, yeah, yes, obviously, the twins have the best. And then Zabu's is just cutting her off because they didn't see him as Zabuza versus Naruto. So yeah, like Zabuza, it's like, no, the brat, the Naruto is I think it was his name, because I don't think they even exchanged names. You know. So he's just, I think it was Naruto. You said, yeah, that brat. And she was like, what about him? And Zabu was like, damn, this kid was right. He really is hated. I see a lot of potential in him. And then Zabu's just like yanks. I forgot. He just say what Naruto wears. He essentially just wears a Jujutsu Kaisen uniform. Because Megumi's like, it looked cool. It looks cool, so wear it. And also any like protective and thing, like, you know, they put like padding in between or something like that, or curse resistant thing. They put things in it to make it stronger against curses than just normal clothes. So yeah, what happens is Subaru just like grabs Naruto, fake kidnapping essentially, because if Naruto really wanted, he could just like dig his feet into the dirt and be like, no. But I'm just not gonna want to. Just don't look at that. Yeah, so he fake kidnaps Naruto, and yoinks him, because she was just like, okay. She don't really even care. Just like, okay, they can do whatever they want with them. They aren't gonna get fucking ransom. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, Naruto doesn't yell because, you know, he's in on it, and they wouldn't care really if he yelled or not. So, so yeah, like they just get a pretty decent distance away. It's just like, kid, the fuck are we gonna do with you? Naruto's just like, send me to the rebellion. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. No, that's what I wanted. It's just like, yeah, but I doubt they'll accept you at what, 14, 13? Because like, I'm pretty sure the Kiri Civil War, Civil War is still going on until like Shippuden. I'm pretty sure it like just stops before Shippuden. 90%. Wait, I should check that actually. I should fact check my statements. That's actually quite cool. So what I just found out is that right around now is when the war would be ending in. Well, I mean, like when Yagura is killed. That's around now in actual Naruto timeline, which is pretty cool. Well, a few years after now, because I'm pretty sure Naruto this time is like 12, 13 when it said 14, 15 on the timeline. But I'm kind of actually surprised that it lined up very neatly. So yeah. It's because it's like we can't just ship you off to war. You look 14 or 13 to 14. They would not accept you. I really need the toilet, sorry. Why am I doing it then? Hey up, sorry. I need to go have a shit. Sorry, you didn't really need to know that. Anyway. What happened? Oh yeah, it was just like we can't just ship you off to war. Well, I might, but you know, May has actual standards and she's not a psychopath, like Yagura. And then Naruto's just like, I can just use henge, you know? And it's just like, wait, you can keep up henge throughout the entirety of however long it takes to just to beat Yagura. Naruto's just like, well, I have a seal, because I'm an Uzumaki, because, you know, Uzumaki seals essentially do anything, okay? I don't care what you say, Uzumaki seals do anything. They are the plot device of any person's, fanfic, is seals. Because, you know, we don't care. Naruto, well, essentially what Naruto does, he just looks like he slaps it up, he just slaps on his face, no, he'll just, like, tuck it down in his shirt or something like that, and, like, stick it to him there, on his chest or something like that, and, he looks like Megumi, essentially, he just looks like Megumi, and the Boozer like, goddamn, I didn't know that was possible, you see. Saying that, yeah, someone just went to the toilet, so I'm just gonna be quiet for a bit. Like, goddamn, I didn't know that was possible. Like, because they I think the Uzumakis were killed before Zabuza was even born-ish, around that area. Because, like, Zabuza and Kakashi are around the same age. Well, they look around the same age, I would say. And actually, if anything, I think Kakashi's older than Zabuza, but I'll say they were around the same age right now. So okay, so I'll say they're around the same age from now. So yeah, like Kushina, like, came to the village pretty young as the last Uzumaki, and she's like way older than Kakashi. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so yeah, I suppose it's like, well, I guess we can just ship you off to war. And she was just like, okay, I'll probably go with you then, because you seem to be very confident in yourself, and after you explained your ability, I feel decently confident in you. Like, I kind of want to fight that Maharaga thing, but I know it's probably gonna kill me, because, like, Naruto, you know, nobody can have absolute complete control over fucking Maharaga. Like, not as much as you can with, like, I don't know, New Way, Demon Dogs, with the others, essentially. Like, Maharaga's still gonna, like, if he tells it to attack something, it's gonna kill it. Most likely, unless you know, obviously, unless you dispel it before it kills something, but, you know, it's fucking Maharaga. It'll probably just slice it in half immediately, so you don't really get the chance. For some reason, when I said that, I just remembered the scene in Shibuya where he's fucking swimming through buildings to try and get Sukuna, and it's just fucking hilarious to me. He's like, anyway. It was just like, well, if we're both pretty confident in your abilities, so I'm gonna go with you because I doubt the rebellion needs more money. If you know, if it's gonna be, it's not gonna be a rebellion anymore. You know. And yeah. So, well, it takes a long fucking while, but they eventually get to Kiri. Probably, I was gonna say through a backdoor entrance, you know. I meant, like, not through a main port where there'll be, you know, people will be like, is that fucking Zabuza? If that's fucking Zabuza, then fuck off. So yeah. No, they're not gonna go straight to the fucking main port. They're going through, essentially, it's like very much like how they got into the Land of Waves. Like, they hired a secret boat just outside. Sorry, hired a secret boat just outside of or like a river or something like that, just to get across. Without anybody noticing, because I'm pretty 90% sure Kiri is surrounded by water, but I'm just gonna fact check that. So anyway, I did check the map. Yeah, Kiri is surrounded by water. So, you know, they're headed through like a backdoor boat. A backdoor boat. Sounds so fucking stupid, but you know what I mean. And Zabuza obviously being, you know, very high up. Well, I assume would probably be very high up in the rebellion because he's fucking Zabuza. He's Zabuza. He's not just some no-name resistance person. He's fucking Zabuza. As much as in like Shippuden, he's probably very weak, but you know, we don't talk about power scaling. I mean, compared to like Metorumi and you know, was it Aoi? Oh, I completely forgot the fucking rebellion people's names. Anyway, Zabuza and Naruto and Haku, because, you know, Haku's obviously gonna come along, eventually ended up in a, like, call for a meeting play. There's a reason, like, I keep on stopping is because people are going to the toilet, because, you know, people don't know about this in my house, and also, I broke my door handle, so the door has to be ajar, because, you know, my mum's worried about it. You know, if someone came in and it, like there was a fire and I was closing my door and I didn't know, I was asleep, yada yada yada, so I can't fully close my door because it's broken on the outside but not broken on the inside, so I can close it from the inside and open it from the inside, but I can't close it and open it from the outside. Essentially that is it. Anyway, I'm stalling for time so people don't notice me. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna speak really quietly because you know, people can't hear me if I whisper. Yeah, I shouldn't have stalled for time then. Yeah, the Okay. Yeah, they call it for me to play somewhere. And oh, obviously, May doesn't, go because if the leader of the rebellion went on something that probably looked like a trap to them. Yeah, they wouldn't just send the fucking commander there, the leader. And oh shit. So, sorry. What happened? They wouldn't just fucking send like nobodies. Obviously they won't send nobodies, but they won't send fucking May. They'll probably just send like Aoi or that's his name, right? Aoi. And I forgot his name. The blue haired one that becomes the next Mizukage. Yeah. They probably go along. They're decently strong enough to be like Anbu. An Anbu team of like I don't know 3. But so if just in case it was an ambush, obviously they didn't want to just lose people. But it isn't. So they drop down from trees after coming back because like Naruto and Subusa would probably like camping there. Well, and Haku, just like making a bloody like hut in the middle of the forest. Probably not like a hut. Well, actually, Naruto could just summon like deer, whatever, the weird deer thing. And what I did is for its special ability, if he pumps enough chakra into it, which he doesn't have a need for chakra right now, because this is gonna probably take a few days. If he puts enough chakra into it, it unlocks Mokuton. So, he just makes a bloody house out of nowhere. They're just like, what's going on? How the hell did that happen? And so yeah, they show Aoi and what's his name, blue haired kid, show up and they're surprised to see a house where there wasn't a house beforehand, and just like knock on the door because they're like, are we sure this is the coordinates? And like it's just like, you guys, come on. And they're just like, Zabuza? The fuck you here for? I thought you were getting funds and like trying to recruit people. And Zabuza's like, I was supposed to recruit people. Oh, never mind. I've got a recruitee. Because he like totally forgot that he had to recruit people. He probably just thought he was getting money. Because probably as soon as he heard money, he was like, okay, I go now. Anyway, what happened? Yeah, so Aoi and blue-haired kid. I forgot. Is his name Aoi? Ow. The guy with the Byakugan. His name Aoi. What's the matter? Sorry, I had to. I'm 90% sure it is, but there's always that 20% sure it is. I mean, there's always that 20%. 10%. I can't fucking do percentages today. Which is weird because I had maths today and it was percentages. Anyway, I spent all my time brain space up on that. Yeah. So like, what was I talking about? Anyway, yeah. They talk to Zabuza about Naruto. Zabuza talks to them about Naruto because like when he looks like Megumi, he just looks like Megumi. So he looks like 17, 18-ish. I should just take a check. Anyway, yeah, yeah, so sorry. I'm not going to tell you what I was looking up because it was kind of weird and I didn't really know why I needed to look that up. Anyway, so I ended a pause for no reason. I'm a shithead sometimes. So what happens is, that they all go to, because like they can tell it's they're just poking with a kunai just in case it isn't a hench. It's like, oh, he's the real one. He bleeds, and that's killer intent. Suppose it just starts glaring at them like, what the fuck you doing, bitch? Oh, yeah, yeah, so anyway, they get to rebel camp, and May's like, why, oh, new recruits, is it, did you test him? Yeah. Like, she looks absolutely shattered, because, it's a war, she's planning it, she's, well, not planning the war, but, it's a constant battle, like, she's almost always tired, probably, but, like, well, technically his abuser has, and I suppose it's just like, May Sama, this kid, I wouldn't be surprised if he could beat Yagura. And May just whips her head around like, the fuck did you just say? The fuck? And I'm like, and Megumi's just, well, Naruto, is just like, yeah, I grew up with the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. I know how to deal with those type of people, and my special abilities are actually quite attuned to defeat tailed beasts, because if you think about it, Maharaga is the perfect tailed beast killer, because, like, tailed beasts have, like, 2 abilities, like, Shikaku, sand release, well, magnet release technically, but with sound, and, tailed beast bomb, Two Tails, Hell Flame thing, and tailed beast bomb. Obviously all of them have tailed beast bomb, but, Three Tails, like, well, not steam release, but just, like, water, which one's the Four Tails? It's Four Tails, lava, the monkey. Four Tails is the monkey. And Nine Tails is, I don't know, normal fire? I don't know. Nine Tails is just beast bomb, really. So really, you could deal with the Nine Tails easier than the rest of, well, I mean, like, Maharaga can. Because, like, all he has to do is survive a strike, survive the malicious chakra, which he probably will do for both of them, and survive a tailed beast bomb, which, if Naruto pumps enough chakra into him, resistance bulk, so he might die, but saying that, didn't Sukuna, like, fucking chop Maharaga up, like, into bits, and then later Maharaga was just like, no, that didn't happen, and just started power walking through Sukuna's domain, so, yeah, I don't even think that'll stop it, so yeah, I'm gonna say, Maharaga could probably fucking just not one shot, but itself can be a tail beast, any of the tail beasts. Not sure about the Gentails, because we don't even really know what the Gentails could do other than physical hits, so if it's just physical hits and, like, chakra beams and shit like that, then Maharaga is probably fine as well, if it can survive. That's a big if, though, with the Gentails. Anyway, I should shut up about this. Anyway, yeah, May's like, proof. And Zabia's is like, well, he beat me in battle with one of his weakest summons. One of his weakest combat summons, And May's like, oh, okay, that's pretty fucking, like, didn't suppose like come really close to killing Yagura, but he got beat and then got pissed off and left. He rage quit. Well, not that, but you know what I mean. Like, Zabuza almost beat Yagura. I'm 90% sure that was something like that. Like, he tried to beat Yagura, almost did, but he couldn't. Anyway, Naruto is, just like, yeah, so when are you next planning to storm, Kirigakure? The village hidden in the mist. When are you next planning to try and attack Yagura? And it's like, how do you know? Because the fun thing, she quite literally just planned, like, in a good 3 days' time, they would try to kill Yagura. So, May's just like, how the fuck do you... How? Nobody knows. How the hell did you come in just in time? Like, quite literally, just in time to... I don't question these things. Maybe there's some almighty God sitting in his sofa mattress on the floor. Talking about this sort of thing. Wow, I've taken too much drugs, or I'm just very tired. This is just like, maybe you should take a nap. With him around, you don't need to worry about no fucking more missions. Trust me. If you wanna, you can get a good rest, fight him, and test him. Because, like, I'm 90% sure you can beat Yagura. Somewhat beat Yagura. Like, before, it means before he uses, Sanbi's, chakra. And May's like, okay, get rest. Just fucking, like, just drops asleep straight on the floor. Just like, out, and, just a few ninjas just carry her to her room. And then, like, one of them's like, well, we don't have any more spare tents, so, and then Naruto's just like, what's it called, actually? Anyway, I was just researching what the deer's name is, so he just summons Round Deer, because that obviously makes total sense, and obviously it puts enough chakra into it to use wood release, and just summons a house. Just whoop. And they're all like, what the fuck? Can you do that more, please? And Naruto's just like, probably have enough chakra in me to do a few more, like 2 or 3, or just like one giant one. Yeah, that'll probably be better. So he just fucking makes like a mansion come out of the ground. not tall, obviously, because otherwise people are gonna notice it. Like, some of the stays below the tree line, but it's still fucking massive. Essentially enough to fucking exhaust him, and Ninja's like, well, carrying 2 people away today. At least I'm not in party bags. Anyway, so yeah, 3 days past. Next morning, actually, May wakes up and Naruto wakes up. One's just one severe exhaustion, one severe chakra exhaustion. And they probably have a training ground, so pardon. Oh, excuse me. They most likely have a training ground somewhere, or at least an open space to train. It's like, the shinobi, what they're supposed to do in the downtime when there's nothing to do. So, yeah, Mei and Naruto, well, Mei agreed to see, what Naruto's worth is. Yeah, so, I stall way too much. So Mei just like, alright, kid, so let's see what you're worth. See what powers you're packing, some may say. Yeah, let's see. Come on. Like, Mei does like a weird beckoning motion with her fingers. Yeah. And Naruto's like, you want me to go all out or like enough to kill Yagura out? I mean, like with Sanbi. And she's like, wait, so what you think what you predict can kill Yagura with the Sanbi chakra cloak is not your max? And Naruto's like, no. My max is probably like QB level, Madara, Hashirama level, sort of around there. That's probably around where my final and strongest summon is, I would say, personally. May's just looking at him like, what the fuck is wrong with this child? Why is, well, to this teenager, because they all see essentially Megumi. That you can see Megumi right there in the middle of the screen. Well, middle-ish. Something's happening. Sorry for that. Someone was just leaving the house. Naruto summons. Okay, no. Anyway, Mei's like, well, let's see you're all out, just so I know. But then Naruto's like, well, it's easier to explain than to show. It's not very noticeable when I show it. Well, like it the physical raw power, yeah, but the thing that actually like trumps most people, is quite a bit like is like it's not noticeable at all, and she's just like, okay. Anyway, people are just coming in. Yeah, Mei is just like, oh, okay, just go all out. He's just like, with this sacred treasure, I summon. Maharaga, Divine General Maharaga. He's not gonna go through eight-handed sword, divergent Scylla. The whole name. He's just gonna say, Divine General Maharaga, and just behind him, spot like the whole like behind him spot like a cocoon with a humanoid figure. It's fucking intimidating. Like, oh, what? That's big. That's very, very big. Saying that, it's not entirely massive compared. Like, Maharaga's big. Well, depending on the anime, it depends on how big. Like I remember seeing like a video where it's like, well, in some shots Maharaga's like a few feet taller than Sukuna, and then in some other shots Maharaga is like grabbing trains like noodles. It's just like, get your sizes right. Well, not like noodles, but like a metal bar or something like that. It's it's like, oh, I could just grow a few 100 feet. Not 100 feet, because that's pretty tall. I mean, that's taller than what it was, but you know what I mean. but it's still. You would probably put a very low amount of chakra, and you would be like, this isn't its max. This is a very low amount of chakra. The more chakra I put into it, the stronger it is. This is a very low amount of chakra, because if I go out, it'll be A, fucking massive, and B, way too strong for most of us to stop. Like, we don't want it to be big, just in case anybody spots it. And we don't want it to be too strong, just in case, the whole forest goes down. And it's just like, oh, you can take out a whole forest, Jesus Christ. Well, like, carry, like, swamp, like, more like, not swamp, but, waves. It wasn't, it was wetlands, it was wet forests, it wasn't, cold wet forests, I mean. Like, not drowned like a swamp, but it was wet. So British. It was just a British forest. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so, it summons. Ta-da! And May's like, what the fuck is that thing? The thing you see in the middle of the screen. She's like, what the fuck is that thing? Why's she got wings for eyeballs? I don't know. Maharaga's freaky as fuck. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, Maharaga fucking, like, just straight in front of me. She's like, oh shit. Like, she fucking ducks underneath. Like, Maharaga goes for a sword strike. She, like, ducks underneath. Because, like Sukuna. The only reason Sukuna stopped the blade before is, Sukuna's fucking overpowered, and I don't think, I would very much doubt that Meitarumi has the same physical power as Sukuna. It was like 15 fingers, so it's 18 fingers, because, Jogo gave Itadori 15 fingers, I'm 90% sure, just playing the slots. When will he wake up? Nobody knows. When will I die? Nobody knows. Anyway, yeah, the only reason he was able to block that is because he was very strong. And also, in this one, instead of, eviscerating cursed spirits, it, destroys chakra. How, I don't know, not like eviscerates chakra, but it would slice chakra. So it would cut open a fireball. It would slice open a tailed. It would absolutely fucking massacre a tailed beast. It would it would just empty your chakra reserves essentially, because I think the only reason it didn't really kind of do that in JJK is because cursed energy is quite a bit easier to regain. You just need to be angry. You just need to be angry or sad than chakra. And also, people in Naruto have way more chakra than people in JJK of cursed energy. People, it just makes no sense in my opinion. So, but yeah, it's Maharaga is it's very tall, so more do a down diagonal sword slice instead of a straightforward sword slice. Is it a sword if it's attached to your arm? Wrist blade slice. Well, not even wrist. It's fucking forearm slice. Anyway, Maze but yeah, Maharaga's fucking relentless. Maze gets away and shoots off a lava thing on it, and it tries to, it does cut it in half, but then because it's lava, it's more physical than fire. Fire would probably just either shoot to the sides or dispel, just fizzle out essentially, because no. Let's say if it pokes something with it. I mean, if it pokes a fireball and it stays in the fireball, it'll just get swooped into the sword. But if sliced something in half, and it would just like slowly fizzle out. Like go out either side. Sort of like like how Zoro like cut Kaido's borrow breath in One Piece. Watch One Piece, it's pretty good. Well, even if you haven't watched One Piece, you've probably seen that somewhere on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or something. Yeah, so Maharaga like slashing, slash the magma like shot, but it like landed a bit on his shoulder and it just like fucking melted his arm off. But like Maharaga used like reverse curse technique to woof back it back, and Motorum was like, I get why this is true. Just realised I didn't unpause it. I don't know where I paused it to. But this is goodbye for now.